Hello there, and then welcome to a brand new video. This is Hub Beyond Numbers. Now, in this video, we are looking at question 3b of BECE 2023. You have to factorize the expression pi n squared k minus 1/4 of pi n squared q. You have to factorize that, after which we now solve by substitution. So without much ado, let's quickly look into it. So the first question, which says we have to factorize, that is, we have pi n squared k minus 1/4, and then your pi n squared q. So to factorize this, what we want to check is the common terms. You see, so what does this term and then this term have in common? If you look at it carefully, they have the pi in common. And not only the pi, they also have n squared in common. You see, so now that we've been able to identify what they do have in common, we'll bring them out. That is what we call factorization. So we factorize them out. So they have this in common, and then they have n squared also in common. Then now we want to look for this n squared times what will give us this first term. A very simple way you can do that is just write this whole term over here, but it's actually pi n squared k. Then you divide it by what you have outside here. So pi n squared. The pi cancels out the pi, n squared cancels out n squared, and we'll be left with k. So it means in our bracket, all we need is what? K. Minus, so we do the same for this as well, you see. So what do? We'll write this whole thing down here. That is 1/4 pi n squared q. And I'm going to divide that by what I have factorized out, you see. So with that, my pi cancels out my pi, my n squared cancels out my n squared, and I'm left with 1/4 of q, you see. So inside my bracket, I have 1/4 q. And that is your factorization, as simple as that, because there's nothing else for you to factorize. So that is our factorization, and then it's our answer for number 3bi. Now for number 3bii, what did they say? We should use our answer in bi. So this answer we have gotten, you have to find the value of the expression where pi is 22/7, n is 2, k is 19, and then q is 20. So what are we expected to do? So we have said that the factorized expression is now what? Pi n squared into bracket k minus 1/4 q. You see, so all I want to do now is to do my substitution. Looking at it carefully, so taking note of our values, we know what the pi is, right? So from the question over here, we've been given all their values. So pi is equal to 22/7. Your n is 2, k is 19, and then finally your q is what? 20. You see, hence substituting, we are going to have, this is pi. So anywhere we see pi, we are going to put 22/7. So this here is the pi. Then n squared. What operation do we have in here? It is multiplication. So times n squared, and n is actually 2. So 2 squared. Then in our bracket, the k comes. And k was given as 19. So we write our 19. Then minus, so there's our k, which is 19. Then minus 1/4. So 1/4 times the q. The q is 20. You see. So you've been able to do your substitution. What we need to do now is to take our time and evaluate it. You see. So with our 22/7, we have times 2 squared, and 2 squared is simply 2 times 2. So times 4, then into bracket our 19 minus 1/4 of 20. That is 4 divides itself 1 and divides 20 5 times. You see. So 1/4 of 20 is actually 5. Evaluating further, we can say we have 22 times 4 over 7 into bracket 19 minus 5, which gives us a 14. Now we do know that if there's a bracket here, then it actually means multiplication. So rewriting this, we have 22 times 4 over 7 times 14. And simplifying this, we know 7 divides itself once and it divides 14 how many times? Twice. So you are going to get 22 times 4 and then times 2. You see? And that gives us a 44. So that is, 22 times 4 giving us an 88, then times our 2. So let's write that down. 88 times 2. So evaluating further, we are then going to get what? The 176. And that is the final answer for our evaluation. All right. So with that being said, this is actually a question on factorization and then substitution, right? And here are some questions you can also try on your own just to test your understanding. There are about 3 of them which are just as related to what we have solved prior to this. Now let's have beyond numbers where we learn maths the easy way. If there's any issue of concern, you can always let me know at the comment section. And if this is your first time on this channel, you can always choose to subscribe as well so that you'll be notified anytime a video is uploaded. See you in our next session and bye for now.